You wake up and the world already feels heavy. The alarm rings, but your body feels like stone. Your thoughts are louder than your will, and the weight of everything you haven't done presses down before your feet even touch the ground. You feel behind, tired, uncertain, and the voice in your head whispers, "Why bother? What's the point?" But listen to me carefully. This moment, this exact moment when you feel weakest, is the very place where your strength is forged. You are not meant to float through life without resistance. You are not meant to wake each morning with the world already in your favor. You are meant to fight. You are meant to carry weight. You are meant to train your soul like a warrior trains his sword. Marcus Aurelius wrote to himself in the silence of dawn, "At dawn, when you have trouble getting out of bed, tell yourself, I am rising to do the work of a human being. Not a machine, not a puppet, but a human being. A creature built to endure, to create, to stand firm in the storm." When you rise early, when you push through the heaviness, you declare to the world that you are not a prisoner of your moods. You are the commander of your body. But of course, it is not easy. Nothing worth becoming has ever been easy. Think of the warrior who spends years in silence, training in the dark, unknown, unseen, while the world mocks him for his obscurity. They do not know what he is becoming. They do not see the discipline behind the closed doors. They do not hear the silence of early mornings, the sweat falling on the cold floor, the hunger, the struggle, the endless repetition. And yet, one day when he emerges, he stands unshaken, sharper than iron, calm in the chaos. That warrior is you, if you are willing to pay the price. Discipline is not glamorous. Discipline is not applause. Discipline is doing the push-ups when no one watches, reading the pages when no one cares, keeping your mouth closed when your ego burns to speak. Seneca said, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste much of it." Every wasted morning, every wasted night scrolling, every argument thrown into the air, it bleeds your life away, and you cannot afford to bleed anymore. You must become deliberate. You must seize the hours like a starving man seizes bread. I want you to imagine something. Imagine your life as a battlefield. Each morning is a gate. Beyond the gate is an enemy that waits for you, an enemy made of doubt, laziness, distraction, fear, self-pity. That enemy will kill you slowly if you don't fight. And the fight begins not with words, not with motivation, but with action. One push-up, one step out the door, one page read. The smallest act of control is the spark that burns the whole forest of weakness. But listen, this fight is not loud. It is not glamorous. It is silence. Epictetus said, "Don't explain your philosophy, embody it. Do not tell me about your dreams. Do not post about your grind. Do not seek recognition for your struggle. Stay silent. Stay unknown. Stay hidden like the root of a tree, digging deep where no one sees, so that one day you will rise unshakable." You must embrace obscurity. The world today feeds on exposure, on noise, on empty flashes of attention. But greatness grows in shadows. The oak tree does not beg the forest to notice its roots. The fighter in training does not broadcast his scars. You must learn to be comfortable with being unseen. You must understand that your worth is not in the validation of others, but in the mastery of yourself. And mastery is brutal. Mastery is waking up when it hurts. Mastery is sitting with your pain without needing to escape. Mastery is silence when insulted, calm when provoked, focused when surrounded by chaos. You cannot master yourself in comfort. You cannot master yourself scrolling endlessly, comparing your life to strangers. You master yourself in the struggle, in the solitude, in the quiet repetition of work that no one claps for. Let me tell you a hard truth. You will suffer. Life will break you. You will lose people, opportunities, dreams. Your plans will shatter, and you will be tempted to believe that this is unfair, that you are cursed. But the Stoics knew better. They knew suffering is not a punishment. It is the training ground of the soul. The obstacle is the way, Marcus Aurelius wrote. The very thing you hate, the very pain you wish would vanish, is the fire that forges your steel. When you feel down, when everything feels lost, remind yourself, this is the test. This is the exact moment the philosophers prepared you for. Epictetus was born a slave. He had nothing, not freedom, not wealth, not power, and yet he became one of the greatest teachers of resilience the world has ever seen. Because he understood, you do not control the world, but you always control yourself. Your attitude, your effort, your response, that is your kingdom. That is your battlefield. Do you understand? You cannot wait for life to be easy. You cannot wait for motivation to appear. Motivation is weak. Motivation disappears with the weather, with your mood, with your failures. What you need is discipline. Discipline does not ask how you feel. Discipline does not care about comfort. Discipline is the cold steel in your hand that you grip whether it cuts you or saves you. Rise early, train hard, speak less, endure more. When you feel down, go harder. When you feel lost, simplify. When you feel weak, remember that weakness is only a feeling, not your identity. You are not your moods. You are not your fears. You are the one who decides whether to obey them. And yes, you will stumble. You will break your own rules. You will fall into old habits. But hear me, falling is not failure. Failure is staying down. Failure is surrendering your will to the enemy of yourself. If you stumble, rise again. If you fall 7 times, rise 8. Every repetition of standing up is carving your soul into stone. Think of the silence of a monk in the mountains. Think of the discipline of a soldier who polishes his weapon daily, though no war has come. Think of the patience of a craftsman who carves for hours only to refine one single detail. That is the spirit you must adopt. Slow, patient, silent, relentless. Seneca said, "A gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials." Do not pray for an easy life. Pray for strength. Only under life's weight is the warrior within revealed. Detach from noise and comfort. Live like a silent, disciplined warrior. Your suffering is your forge. One day you will look back and see that these struggles made you strong. When you feel down, do not surrender. Rise. Train your body and mind. Stay silent. Master yourself. As Marcus Aurelius said, "If it is endurable, endure it." Stop complaining. Mastery is yours. Nothing can take it.